Hi, I'm Michael Killen, and I was approached by the Thorium Energy Silicon Valley Group, and they asked to utilize my painting, which was inspired by developments in the ocean, to put it in their exhibition at the American Geological Union's event starting in December the 15th of this year. And as I discussed why they wanted the painting, Dr. Bob Green shared his concern about a threat, a hazard that's coming our way that is not getting enough attention, and that threat is the acidification of the ocean. Bob, how are you today?
Very good. Yourself?
Great.
Okay.
First of all, thank you for sharing and bringing to my attention the acidifications of the ocean.
My pleasure.
I have been focused for the last 3 years on climate change, and I always sort of thought ocean acidification fell somewhere as one of the impacts of climate change. But in talking to you, I realize it's a separate beast.
Yes, they're related, but if we stopped generating CO2 today, we would still have the problem, because we have, since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, we have been accumulating CO2 in the ocean to a massive amount, and we have been changing the chemistry, and so we have to somehow reverse this. The problem is that we could be affecting the whole lower level of the food chain. We get about upwards to 20% of our human protein globally from marine life. And we're in a position where we could destroy that forever. The problems are happening much more quickly than anyone realized. This has blindsided us. And this is the sort of issue where we really got to get on our horse here and do something serious. We've been fooling around, now it's time to get serious.
Help me understand something. So the base of the ocean food chain,
Right.
You're saying is now seriously threatened
Right.
by the advance of ocean acidification.
Right. So what happens is CO2 makes the ocean more acidic, okay, and the acid prevents the lower level life forms of forming either their shells or their skeletons. We have many examples of this. The oyster farmers along the Pacific Northwest have been facing this and taking remedial steps to stay in business in this situation.
But you and I right now, we're on basically the Pacific Ocean.
Right.
We're in the greater Palo Alto area. But are you saying the entire coast of California, for example, is being impacted by ocean acidification?
Definitely, and not just California.
Okay.
This is a global issue.
Okay, this is the dead zones.
These are different zones. Let me give you an example. This problem in Australia has already killed 50% of the coral in the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, so what?
Well, okay, when you lose the coral, you lose all the other species that are dependent on the coral, and they go extinct. And extinct is forever. They're gone. Okay, it's not just there. In the Caribbean, it's been reported that 80% of the coral in the Caribbean is already dead. I mean, we're taking serious steps to destroy
So are you saying
the
there's
oceans.
a lot of coral reefs around the world?
Yes, yes.
Enough that if they're all destroyed, they destroy great bodies of water and the little planktons and everything that feeds off the planktons and the things that feed off of the bigger fish?
Exactly. Yes, the fish feed off the planktons and the phytoplanktons, and then if they're endangered, then the next higher level is endangered, and so on and so forth. This is a serious problem that we have to come to grips with.
Okay, so now I'm aware, because you're putting my painting in the American Geological...
It's Geophysical Union,
Oh.
American Geophysical Union.
Oh, gee, wow. And let's see.
Okay, they have their fall meeting in December at the Moscone Center. It's December 15th through 19th, and we will have a booth there, booth 2617. I invite all your viewers to come to our booth and discuss this issue with us. And we want to hear your ideas and And jointly, we need to get engaged and get more people engaged to address this problem seriously.
Okay, so that booth again is 26,
2617.
17th.
Right.
And I am also going to be at your booth
thank
as
you.
much as I
Wonderful.
can. And I hope it works out the way you and your team members, that people are going to walk down the aisles
Right.
and they never expect to see a piece of fine art like the one behind us, and they're going to come over and ask questions.
I
and
hope
then-
so. I hope so. And I invite all your viewers to come. And we really want to get engaged on this subject. And
Okay.
by the way, you'll be able to find our booth easily because of this marvelous painting behind
Great,
us.
thank you.
Okay.
Okay, my guest has been Dr. Bob Green. I'm Michael Killen. See you at the AGU in December.